Hello, YouTubers! Joe Kersey here, out on the very noisy back deck here on the Island of Peace at it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, 13:30 in the afternoon Eastern Time, U.S. Eastern Time, on the 30th of May 2018. God bless us, everyone. The much talked about remnants of Alberta have failed to materialize, although I guess the southern part of the state's getting an occasional little pop-up, 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 pop-up. So, in a way, that's kind of good because you know, I don't think we really need all that much moisture just now. On the other hand, you know, be careful what you say when you're talking about moisture and farming. I've been a very productive lad today. I'm going to have to sort of pat myself on the back. I had, you know, this trip I'm taking is only like, well now, just under 6 days away. The big aluminum tube lifts off a little afternoon on Tuesday the 5th. So obviously I can't check in until 24 hours ahead of time. At least that's how Delta works their check-in procedures. But I can, you know, be sure that I've got the Delta app on the phone. I've got the train line app on the phone for the train tickets and things in the UK. I paid my credit card bill for the next month. I paid the cable internet bill for the next month. I paid the 2 phone bills ahead for the next month. I arranged an international calling and data plan for 1 month starting while we're over there. What else? What else? There's more. Did some prayer list coordinating because this woman's got a god-awful pancreatic cancer that they were going to try to take out in its entirety today, and it turned out it was like a kind of an open and shut thing. Yeah, well, you know, the occasional miracle does happen. God does work the occasional miracle on this stuff. Given how this woman was advertised, that's what it would have certainly taken. She had Mets eating directly up into her liver. That's what happened to my aunt. She was like 84. She was 84, and she'd had a little bellyache for about a week, and they went in and they mashed on her, and they go, fuck. And they opened her up. It was like Cancer City, so they sewed her back up and sent her home. The toughest guy I ever saw die with pancreatic cancer was in his late 40s. And he had come in obstructed. He had an upper GI obstruction. He was obstructed in his duodenum. And so they at least wanted to try to make a loop of bowel, bring a loop of bowel up to his stomach so he wouldn't be obstructed so he could eat. And he said, what's the point? I said, well, you can eat. And he said, but how long am I going to be in the hospital? I said, probably 2 to 3, 4 weeks. He says, how long do I have to live? He said, well, realistically, he says, how long do I have to live if I don't get this done? It's about a week, 10 days. He said, give me some of those NG tubes that you've been sticking down me and send me home with them, and I can run them down myself. He had already done that at the hospital. He showed us how he could do that. He said, you know, I want to go home to die. I don't want to die here. What a man. So he went home and he kept, you know, sucking himself out through his NG tube, and he got into a massive electrolyte imbalance and died. You know, it's nice. I hope they gave him a little morphine or something to help him, but maybe not. Well, you won't get any more. You won't get any morphine and help in the new Mike DeWine, Ohio that's coming at us. Nobody anywhere at any good time, any time is allowed to be feeling good in Ohio or in the United States now. You have to hurt all the time, because you might go out to the house trailer camp and sell it. Give me a break. How did we get there? I was talking about planning for my trip. Liza said she's going to take me to the airport and pick me up in this thing. God bless her. I told her I can Uber this. I can Uber this very easily. I said it's only about $23 for an Uber each way. Yeah, God bless her. I'm delighted. There are a couple other little tasks I did. Oh, did I tell you I had to call the credit card people and the debit card people to arrange, to tell them I'm going to be out of the country and using these things while I'm out of the country. Well, if I didn't, I'll tell you again. No, I didn't, because the credit card people always are fine. I get I get a native English speaker, let's put it that way. A native-born English speaker. But they send you to the commercial side of Chase Bank. This is the commercial side of Chase Bank now. Which, in general, see, I do everything online now, so I rarely have to interact with these people on the phone. But you have to sit through a bunch of really bad music. Now, these people clearly were not native English speakers, but they didn't, you had to sort of work to notice that they weren't. Grammatically, they were fine, but their pronunciation was off just enough, and like a lot of the folks from a certain part of the world do, they tend to speak very softly. So you have to keep asking them to speak up. I don't think y'all have a problem with that on my channel. Relax, Joe. Relax. And then I ordered 2 more Carhart short sleeve front button flap pockets. You can stick your passport in there and button the flap. Stick your camera in there and button the flap. Stick your phone in there and button the flap, depending on obviously you can't put a phone and the camera in the same pocket. So in theory, that's supposed to arrive by June 1st. We shall see. So that's been sort of my day. I read, I may have mentioned or may not have mentioned that I read on Sunday this funeral of this giant from our parish who died, Ed Hunter. His funeral is going to be on Saturday, June 30th at 11 o'clock. Now, when the church secretary emailed me this, I didn't notice it said 11 p.m. So I was sending these out, this stuff out to people that I know wouldn't be getting this, who I also know would like to know about this. And so I noticed this 11 p.m. about 3 or 4 hours later, and I said, well, I'm going to take a flyer here, and I think they mean 11 a.m. on Saturday morning, not 11 p.m. Saturday night. That would actually be kind of an interesting time to have a funeral. Light a bunch of candles, go out, and stick his ashes into the columbarium at night. That was an interesting guy. I wouldn't put it past him to specify that. Unlikely, but not out of the realm of possibility with him. Oh, car. Yeah, well, Liz came over on Monday night, and we had subs. So life proceeds up here on the island of peace. So I'll say bye-bye, you too.